Hey, Shelly, Shelly, you know you won, girl. You got to send me that info. What you doing, woke chap? What you doing, waked up? What you doing, waked up? I'm in black and white tonight. What you doing, waked up, girl? I put you on my community post because you did win, Shelly Shell, my girl. I'm just waiting for your email if you get a cash app. Just some coffee money. You know, a little coffee, a little small donut, you know. I appreciate your participation. So my hair looking, kind of bad. My hair looking kind of bad. I'm gonna need to braid it myself, but I just won't. But I'm just on the midnight rambles. It's past midnight, so I'm just on the rambles. Okay, just came in to kick it, cause we ain't got a lot to kick it over here. We don't have to lie to kick it. Cautious Dove up too. Golly, I ain't the only one can't sleep right now or ain't working. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, Cautious Dove. We had some fun in the chat. We had a good trivia night. And you know, one thing, I was just looking at this man. I look at a lot of people's channel who make a lot of money off people. People give them cash apps, which is not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. Um, but some people, big, small, tall, it doesn't matter. They never even think to give back. And they can. You can give something just to show your audience that you a real G. Because ain't nobody that broke. 2, 5, 10, $15, 20 is not going to make me. It's not going to break me. So that's just the way I feel. And I feel like, not all the time, because I can't do it all the time. I got some big moves that's coming up. And why is this? My glasses reflecting. Got some big moves coming up that I have to spend a lot of money in. So I try to be wise with that. But just some people will just, they could beg you all the time, or not even beg. People can do commentary. People will give them, and they will never give back. Some people. And then some people do it on the low. You just don't know what some people do behind the scenes, so it's not set for that. But some people, man, always got their hand out and will never give a dime, huh? Never give a dime. Peep squeak! My peep squeak in the house. I was asking about your peep squeak. You know I love you, girl. I don't know if you got another name or what, but peep squeak, I've been missing you, child. Yeah, I've been missing Peep Squeak. Where's Peep Squeak? Shit. Man, couldn't sleep. I had ate that chili, and then I had, by 9 o'clock, gotta let the whole, when you get over 60 or something, 50 or 60, you gotta go on let that digest. Go on let it wear down, huh? Go on let it ride out. But I made some good chili over spaghetti. Just did that video. Then I'm like, let me come live. But I had talked about you earlier, like, where my peep squeak? Where she at? Where she at? Yeah. Hey, still I rise. I ain't see you early either. Hope all is well. Grandmother B on the rise of the grandmommy. The grandmommy sector, huh? Yeah, so I'm just sitting up here chilling in bed. Hey, Nightfall. Boy, y'all up in here tonight. I'm hearing where you at? Hearing Hearing, I know your ass woke too. Hearing be woke at this time. I ain't expect nobody to come in the chat, but I'm happy to see you guys. I just came in here to do a little midnight rambling, even though it's 2 o'clock in the morning almost here. So just wanted to say hello, and I'm glad this I did because nightfall is here. Peep squeak, hey, 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 hey. And I got a few little other people that I don't know. Hey, Karen. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. It's spelled Og. Og. Hey, Og. Cautious dove ass still woke shit. God, doggy shoot. Child bad. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Okay. Since we woke y'all, let's just talk a little bit. Let's just kick the bobos. Let's do a little rambling on the midnight. I had talked about some crazy stuff earlier, real quick, about some shit I have done in the past. What's the craziest thing you ever done? Because people talked about getting in other people's cars. People talked about, jumping up early and think you got to go somewhere and you don't really have to go anywhere. Like you just jump up, oh, I'm late for work, and leave out the house and get all the way to the job. We do some crazy shit. It's anything crazy. It's funny, but it's crazy that you ever did. Still I said, all is well. Peep Squeak, I've been missing you. I hope it helped. Hey, everyone, she says. Okay. Nightfall said, I like the black and white. Yeah, that's what we used to. Remember the TV? Remember the TV? Used to didn't show shit but black and white. Okay. We had to watch that stuff, huh? I'm trying to think of some more. I done did so much crazy shit in my life. But those were two of the highlights. I've done them both. I woke up out of my sleep because I was so exhausted from working, taking kids to school, cleaning up, and then I slept for a couple of hours, jumped up, thought it was the same day. I thought it was the next day, but it was the same day. Jetted out the house. My granddaughter looking at me like, I just took my uniform off. She was like kind of small, so just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And it was funny after that. I've been shrimping the last few nights. Okay. Get anything good? Get anything good? Get any crabs up in that shrimping? Oh, yes, we do. Go to work on your day off. That shit is creepy and embarrassing, okay? My sister said she went and logged on her computer because she had the keys to get in. There's a key fob. Went in there, wasn't nobody at work. She just sat at the desk. Then she, after about an hour, she logged on her computer, called the boss, like, I don't know where everybody at. He was like, well, you just left work. You know what I'm saying? It's the company is pretty much closed. Shit. Life on life terms, huh? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this one time. Look, this is the most embarrassing. I ain't scared to say it. I don't care who mock it. Neck, if you in the chat, that's on you. But one time, me and my boyfriend, we had took some naked. You know how the cameras, you could shoot the camera and the picture come out and you have to wave it off. Do anybody remember that? You have to wave it, then you peel a sticker off and you got a photo. Remember those kind of pictures? You shoot the picture, it slides out, then you got to shake it a little bit, let it wave off. So I had a lot of little Polaroids, Me and my boyfriend took some naked pictures, them little Polaroids, yeah. So I had them, and then I had put them in an old purse of mine, right? He was naked, I was naked. I had my legs cocked up. He was showing his little self. We had a good old time, But I just did never think that nobody would get host of the pictures. So years had passed, and then I was throwing some purses out, and I thought I had checked every purse, but then it was one that I wanted to give to my mom. Child, my mom was so cool. My mom was a good woman, man. I miss her so much. So I give her the purse. I take the purse over there, drop it off at the house. I gave her a few purses. And so she called me. She said, "Baby, thank you for the purses, but you could have kept the photos." And then I was like, like, what are you talking about? She was like, the pictures, you and so. And then I thought for a minute, and I was like, damn, I put the pictures in that purse. And then I was just like, oh my God, oh mama, 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 I'm so sorry. She I saw the naked pictures. Oh, that was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me as a daughter to a parent. I'm like, oh my God. She was like, it's okay, baby, but it looked like you was happy. Shoot, 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 shoot. Doggone it. How did I make that old mistake? Chill bad. Them damn Polaroids. When she said, you come get them. I got over there and cut them pictures up so quick, baby. And never took no naked pictures. I don't like to take the naked pictures. Nope, 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 nope. Since that part, they might get around. You ain't finna do it on your camera. None of that shit. I think it messed me up. It traumatized me. Hello. I laughed about this today. I wonder what I've been embarrassed. Man, I was so embarrassed. And then she was so cool. Like, I could dig it. But, I like the purse. But, baby, you could have kept the pictures. I'm like, what pictures? What pictures? She was like, yeah, there was some pictures in the purse. And then I had to think about it. And I'm like, damn, I thought I had took them Polaroids out. My mom was a good woman, man. Bye. Because, Chad, we had a few little poses on there. Huh? I kicked them legs. He, out there. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, Karen. Like I know, but then I ain't expected to see no pictures of it. Shoot, doggone it, doggone. Child, talking an embarrassing moment. That was like the most embarrassing moment in my life that my mama had. And then it was me and him, different Polaroids. Me and him, it's not together, I'm like, how did I make that mistake? From that point on, I think I was traumatized on the picture taking. Little damn Polaroids. I shat my pants. Hopefully you wasn't around people, because when you look, that's just a bodily function. That shit can happen. It can happen. It can happen. Woo-wee, baby. Ah. Hopefully nobody didn't have to witness this. Hopefully you was able to make a quick dash to the bathroom somewhere and clean it out. But dang, I got to go home now. If I was at work or whatever, yeah, I would have to go home. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's embarrassing. That's the most craziest thing. And it's just a bodily function. You can look. You think you might pass some gas and up this Scumpty Rumpty Dub. Shit, that's wet. Oh my goodness. God dog it, shoot. I had never caught my parents. Look, my parents, they were so weird though. I was wondering why they was married, because they used to sleep in the same bedroom, when I was younger. But then once I got to be a teenager, he had his own room and she had her own room. I understand why, because my mama be like me in here, chit-chatting, talking on the phone, because she worked from 3 to 11, So my daddy probably didn't want to hear that. And then he had his other room right across the hall. So, they had did that for so long. And one day I came in the house. I don't know, they must have been trying to get some or something that day. I came in, in the evening and shit. I, used to go in my mom's room. Her door never was closed, but then this day was like cracked. I went in there. They wasn't doing nothing but just in the bed together. They wasn't even doing nothing. I just felt, oh, I'm sorry. She was like, girl, what is you sorry for? Shit like that is my husband. They wasn't doing nothing. But what y'all doing in the same bed? This young lady thought maybe they was trying to have some intimacy. Maybe they were trying to have a private moment while nobody wasn't at home. Damn kids. Because he snored a lot. I don't blame you for having separate rooms now. I ain't even mad at it. But I wasn't used to seeing them in the same bed. I'm like, what the is going on up in here? Yeah. I ain't never caught him doing the act though, Karen. I never caught him in the act though. Never seen. I don't know how they made 7 kids. I never seen. I was the last though. We could hear our parents. I ain't never even hear him, girl. I ain't never even hear him because I remember once I got to be like a young teen, they had slept in separate rooms. I ain't never hear it. Maybe they used to get it when we go to school or something. I don't know. But I came in that day. They wasn't doing nothing. They was just in the bed together. I was like, what is y'all? Ooh, I'm sorry. And she like, girl, what you sorry for? Like, I ain't used to seeing that. Hey, Bailey, how do you cook sticky pork belly bites? I keep burning them. Oh, I never cook that. I don't eat a lot of pork, but then I would think that you would, you would fry them lightly on top of the stove, and then you might put a little, it depends on what kind of taste you like. If it's hoisin season, if it's like Asian, you can put a little bit of that because it's thick on there, or either some honey if you like it sweet, and then it's gonna make it sticky. It's gonna make it sticky. Something that is not ketchup or nothing like that, but it's gonna be some honey, hoisin sauce, or something like that. That's what I would think. And then you continue to fry them. That might be good. Right, Karen. I ain't smelled nothing. Look, I got up out of there so fast. I ain't smelled nothing. I just, shit, close the door. She like, girl, you come in. I'm wait. Read up. Okay, read up. Hold on. I laughed about this today. I retired and dream about work. Really? That's crazy. I dreamt about school a lot, Karen. You know that I have dreamt about being in high school and missing classes. I don't know what that shit about because I did that. I finished that, but then I did drop out when I got pregnant and did my GED later. But I used to think about going to classes. I ain't never dreamt about going back to work, child. Not yet, anyway. I done some crazy stuff in my teenage years. Just shake my head. Living in Newburgh, New York, acting foolish and crazy for real. But it got to be something in particular that you done. It might be funny that you might not be scared to share. Like I got in somebody else's car, man. They could have shot me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not focused, paying attention. And it scared me and the lady who I got in a car. Because I just got in looking down at some tickets, So we do things in life that it's funny behind, in hindsight. In hindsight, this should be funny. I shed my pants. Well, I'm telling you some stuff that is embarrassing. I sat outside that school, and then my granddaughter was like 5. She was like, Granny, I've been to school today. Then I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Because it was like 6:30, getting dusk outside. Like, what are you? Then I'm saying, damn. Shit, and I had to look at see the clock on my phone, it's the same day. It's the same day. Girl, if you don't go back home and sit down somewhere, go back to sleep. Okay. And I ain't never hit my parents, never. But I walked in that room. Hey, Bailey. Okay, Bailey said, how do you cook that? I thought I answered that to the best of my ability. Hey, Nightfall, I said, oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Nah, LOL. Embarrassing moment. I saw my mom's photo like that. She looked happy. That was an embarrassment that I just couldn't get over. Oh, my goodness. And me and my guy, we just could. He was scared to face her anymore. Like, she saw me. She saw my naked body. I'm like, yep, she saw the pictures. He was like, I can't come back over. I can't come. I'm like, you can come. She gonna be. He took him a while to come back around because I'm like, I got the pictures back. He said, but she saw them already. Shit, chopper. Thanks, Auntie. I'll let you know. Okay. Yeah, just try something a little thick. Like, it might be honey with, and you could cut the honey down with some lemon juice and just try to make it. That's the sticky part of it. But I would fry them, do a little light fry them first. I got my GED at 40, and I was about 32 when I got mine. Because I had to raise some kids after that because I had dropped out at like just before I was in my senior year. So I had to go through all that again, yeah. But I always dreamt about going back to school, getting lost in the hallways and being late for class. I never thought about that for work, though. Never, ever, ever. I worked so hard. Me and my friend were just talking about how many shifts we pulled. When we had overtime, I was money hungry. I don't feel like I'm that money hungry anymore. I don't feel the need to, like, even though it's kind of tough, I just be trying to stay within my means of income. Because I, saved a little bit. I try to stay within my means, and I'm finna do something big. I'm finna buy something else. Um, so I just try to stay within my means. But dreaming about working, shit, I don't even think about it in live life. Okay, but I might have to do it. So what I have to do, I have to do. But I don't never dream about it. We all did, Karen. Shit, crazy shit. Cautious Doug said, thanks, Karen. That was over 20 years ago. Mine was over 30, 40 years ago. Almost 40. I have my life been kind of the fear. Peepsqueak said the fear parents have. Shit, man, listen. And we learn that in hindsight after they gone, because I never used to understand. Mom used to worry about different things about me and things of that nature. And until, look, she used to always tell me this too: keep living, keep living. And I used to be like, I think later on in life, I was like, I think she put a little hex on me because I had kept living and I understood what she was talking about. I understood certain things because I had children. You know what I'm saying? I understood. I truly did, Mama. I understood. I understand, Mom. Shoot. Karen said, you did that. That's an accomplishment. Congratulations, Cautious. Yep. Yep. And it is. It's a big accomplishment. And then I was, like I said, 32 when I went back and did it. And it was a test. And I remember going in to take my test because then my grandson took his GED recently and they take theirs in pieces. Like first they take the math, then they take the English, then they take the science. They had different. We did ours all at once. And when I went into the class, I had a little natural look. I had my hair like, then my hair, I remember, because I kept rubbing my head with the math questions. I had kept rubbing my head. When I came out, my hair was sticking straight up on my head. It was like a 4-hour test with the GED, but I passed it. I'm like, ooh, thank you, Lord. Yep. Got that and then went on to college from there. I just said, thanks, Karen. That was over 20 years ago, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Yes, I just came in to ramble on midnight. It's almost, it is 2 o'clock here. I won't stay before you long. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but it's 2 o'clock. I don't have shit to do tomorrow, so, I said I could sleep in a little late. I've been getting up early mornings. Like I said, I have something big coming up. It's better than it was. What was that? Monday, we had a blizzard, and then Tuesday, sun came out. It got a little better. And so we in the regular weather, like 38, 39 for November, 40 degrees. And then it was 50 earlier today. It was 50. It got up to 50 degrees. So that's Chicago is like wishy-washy. You don't know what you're going to get. The weatherman don't even know. Still I Rise said, me too. What, me too about the GED? Still I Rise? Or the fear of the fear parents have. Because Still I Rise finna be a grandma. And I think that has, being a grandparent has been, I think I'm getting something back. Being a grandparent has been more on me than a parent. Because my parents were there to help me with my children. They were like me. And that's like I'm there for my children to help with their children. Like they might go on vacation, I might keep them for a week, or either I go get my granddaughter. She wants to come over here for the weekend. Be like, Dad, you want to come again? So I understand. It's not that I care more, but it's just like I'm more focused and attentive now than when I was young. I'm going to make some Rice Krispie treats. I'll be listening. Okay. Thank you, Peep Squeak, for coming in, because I asked about you. I do know my peoples in the chat, so I asked about you. Yeah, you making, what time is it? Where you at? Shit. Rice Krispie treats? Sounds good to me. Congrats, Still I Rise, Cautious Dove said. Cautious Dove, you just tickles me. I'll be looking at your community posts a lot of times. And a lot of fights, my boss used to tell me, like when shit happens at the job, Erizb, you got to pick your battles. Pick your battles. I understand that in hindsight as well. So, and then why would I battle with somebody who we don't even compare with each other? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot. I just bring out the light, but I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody because we don't compare. I haven't done what you done in my life, huh? That has not been my life. So why would I be trying to go back and forth what you say and it's not true, whatever, woo up the bam, huh? Why would I do that? It makes me look stupid at that point. Even if you do say something back, you got a right to say whatever you want to say, lies or no. Because it's basically lies, but why would I go back and forth? I can't, if I want to say something, I'll say it. That's the type of person I am. If I want to say something, I will say it. I'll say it. But other than that, ain't no sense, I ain't trying to go word for word with nobody, okay? Got too much shit to do. I'm looking forward to being a grandmother. I'm determined to stop in generational curses. Yes. And then, I think my parents taught me, because they used to try to boss me with my kids. Like, well, don't be whooping them. I'm like, look, don't try to tell me what to do. And I feel the same way. Like, don't be like my son with his son. Don't be yelling at him now. He like, Mom, look, I'm his daddy. But still, don't yell. Okay, don't yell. And we used to get our ass beat. Okay. But my parents didn't go for it with their grandkids, and I don't go for it with mine. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing because we get another chance, huh? To be a parent, to love a little person that they kin to you. They your daughter, your son's child. It's just a blessing. It is. I'm here to tell you the truth. It is. Yeah, right, Cautious. Right, but some people have to have the last word, and that's her. That's her. Have to have the last word, but does it make a difference? Is it going to change who I am as a person? Um, and we are not the same. Like, I understand your point, your validity of the whole situation, but dang. But she really, she don't like me, period. So it's basically me that she goes back. I'm glad somebody else is picking up the reins, because, like I said, the only reason I'll do it is because she has bamboozled, scammed, used God against so many people and told so many lies on people. So sometime I'll jump in there. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about facts. I'm not talking about made up lies. I don't make up lies on her. Says she did this, she did that. I have the video proof to prove it, But then sometimes I got so much other shit going on, It's like, Shelby, Shelby, have the last word on this one, okay? If that's what makes you happy, huh? But then I'm gonna come back again when you do some goofy shit again, okay? And at this point, with Neck, Miss Charlene going for it. So what else could you do? What could you say? But I'ma still say something because that don't make it right just because she's going for it. That does not make it right. It does not make it right for you to use God's name in vain. You cursing people out one side of your mouth, and then you talking about God on this side, huh? You know, that kind of gets my goat a little bit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But really, I don't know the lady. Look, never knew her. I was on her channel for a few, but then I never sent her nothing. So, we don't know each other, but I just pick out what she does because her life is lived on YouTube 24/7. So sometime I'll comment on it. But I enjoyed my trivia tonight. I'm looking forward to doing another one soon. And I did pay out the payments to one person anyway. The other person, some people refuse to take money from you. You know what I'm saying? So I did was able to give something away because I watch this content creator. They making money. They work a trucking job. He makes good money, but then he get on here and he spew politics, this, that, and the third, and people send him hundreds of dollars. They send him $100 super chats all the time. But what do you give back, brother? Besides some what's happening negative? Do you even give any solutions? Do you give anything back to the people who give to you? Because times are hard right now, huh? Shit go both ways, huh? I'm just thinking. That's what I'm just thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the person I am. Nasty is who she is, who she will be, and be in the same place for 5 or 10 years, yeah, or more. Here, that yeah, and that's just the way it is, huh? That's just the way it is. Karen said, "Did Neck have a life before Miss Charlene? I never hear her talk about children, friends. No, not with her family. She pretty much stayed in her van alone. She uses elder people. She used this lady in Houston who was an older lady. And then she lived in from, like local parks and then Walmart lots, going in garbage cans, stuff like that. She always wanted somebody to feel sorry for her, but she always begged. She always used God as a ploy to get older people in. You know what I'm saying? That's just who she was. That's just who she's always been. Can you run straight into a wall as fast as you can? Can your mother do it? Can your mama do it? Can your mama tell your mama you do it? How about you do it? Can you run to a wall fast as you can? Cause look, I'm too old. Shit, I done ran to enough walls already, baby, and came out good. Can you do it? Cameron, you don't want to hear about her childhood. Chill. Over and 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 over. Never look at yourself. Karen, victim mentality. Right. That's right. That's right. Still I Rise knows. Still I Rise knows. Still I Rise should be, I think Still I Rise in the social service field as well. Still I Rise knows a lot of things about human behavior. And then a lot of people can see through you, huh? A lot of people can see. You think you may be able to trick some of the people some of the time, but you can't trick all the people all the time. It just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You may be able to fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time, huh? And that's just life, huh? If you on that page, huh? I'm trying to fool nobody. Holidays, a 34-year grudge. Holding a 34-year grudge. Still fresh as it happened yesterday. Right. And it's just like She drinking the poison, huh? Hoping somebody else be cursed and die, huh? Baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, no. I wish everybody blessings, food to eat when I cook, because and then I've seen her do birthday bashes for her subscribers. Like just saying giving back. She do birthday for her subscribers, birthday month. And then she'll get a bunch of food, eat it herself. She won't send them a card or nothing and say, this is for your birthday, and be over there eating like a hog. What kind of celebration is that? If I'm going to celebrate you, Cautious Dove, on your birthday, I will send you a cash app. I'll send you something, a card in the mail or something like that. You dig what I'm saying? Why am I going to celebrate your birthday and it's about me? It's all about me. Who does that shit? Who does that? Huh? It's sick. It's crazy. It's selfish. It's demeaning to somebody else. And then people in the chat, thank you for celebrating my birthday. She over there eating, got a whole spread of food, huh? The money that people done cashed up her. Well, you know I'm going to do a birthday bash for your birthday. And she's eating up all the food. Don't send them a crying dime, huh? Child, bad. With people like that in the world, baby, open your eyes, look, see. And then sometimes we have people like that in our own life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we understand some things too. Like, oh, that looks familiar. Don't want to go there. Like Cautious Dove talks about. Don't want to go there. I seen this before. Hey, Heron, I talked you up. I got a troll in the chat, but I'm going to let him go on stay hearing. Shit, I got a troll in the chat. I don't even usually say that. I got a troll in the chat. Troll in the chat. Somewhere up in here. Thanks for the view, though. Peace. What part of New York? She said peace. Peace. Hello from New York, 42 degrees. Oh, okay. She said, what part of New York? Peace. Always on the receiving end. Always, always. Never give, huh? You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes it's just better to give than to receive, you know. And even me, not a rich person, not a money maker on YouTube, huh? But I've worked all my life. I've done that. And I have a heart to feel like, you know, if people support, you know, I've had moderators and just people like I do a trivia game here and there. I ain't rich or nothing like that. But if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't have to go to no rigmarole. Like Tasty had 1,000 names in the box. Well, you know, it take her 3 days. I'm going to pick out a name and I'm going to give you $10. I'm going to send you a cash app. Child, you take you 3 days to give out $10, huh? Yeah, get up out of here, bye. And then I don't even know if she ever gave that out. Hearing no. Always on the receiving end, right? If she was a king and person, she might get more help. If she was a king and person, she might get more help. I don't know about a king, Karen, but if she was a human, decent person, huh? If you was a fair person, if you was a decent person, how about that? If you was a decent person, you might get more help. How about that? Come in your chat and beg. Give me. I need. Shit, that shit is a turn off in itself. I'm finna turn from your channel when it's like that. I'm out. I'm getting out. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. Oh, okay. Peace said from the Bronx. Woo, baby. And look, I feel like Peace. Them people from the Bronx and New York. Shit, you think Chicago got it going on, baby? They not no joke. It just seemed like we have to be like kind of like ready for it. Have to be ready for. Have to be ready for, huh? Shouldn't we live it, you know, and I don't know what part of Bronx. I know it's nice neighborhoods here in Chicago. But man, listen, I lived here all my life. You better be ready for, huh? Retired from NYPH and what is that? New York Public Housing? NYPH? I'm retired too. I retired from city of Chicago. The city of Chicago. What does she do for God? And see, sometimes, a friend of mine used to say, you don't have to always, like if you're not giving to the church, you could give to somebody else. It's something you could do for homeless people. It's something that you can do as far as giving, huh? You have all these clothes, you would not give nothing away because maybe in your life, you never had shit in your life. I understand that. That could be the reason. That's why you hoard. Maybe that's why you keep a lot of things. But then, are you going to use all those things? Be able to give. Be able to give. Be able to open your hand and let go of some things, huh? And that's on real talk. That's real talk. It's overcrowded. Are you talking about New York or Chicago? Because they both are. Carson does said nothing here and ask nothing. She does nothing. But talk about him and talk about how he gonna hurt somebody else, how he's gonna curse somebody else, how they gonna die. And I'd be so scared to do that. I would. I really would. The person that I am, the person that I was raised to be, I just could not do it. I couldn't. I couldn't. My spirit wouldn't let me. I'd be scared to go to sleep at night. Shabba. But God got his way, and then we all have to meet him for ourselves, huh? We all have to meet him for ourselves, huh? Okay, okay. NPH. Okay, NYPH. Okay, okay. All right, peace in the house. And congratulations on the retirement. I know you're happy to get up out of there because during Corona, I don't know if you ever retired then, but a lot of nurses were quitting. A lot of nurses, were not protected. A lot of people just working in the hospital. Man, they lost a lot of workers then. They lost a whole lot. Her van is ugly and overcrowded. Okay, gotcha. She said, but you can't tell her nothing, girl. Child, bye. Look, Polly said it looked like a casket while she's sleeping on the floor. And it does. It does. Looks like a whole casket. A psychedelic casket. A disco casket, baby. And you talking about people, girl, you lying down on the floor. You already close to hell. Shit. Shoot, child, bad. I feel good when I give away some of my things that I don't need. Me too, Karen. And I cut a 3-level house down to a 3-bedroom apartment. Then this all happened within a year. From a 3-bedroom apartment to a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm talking about didn't care, felt good that somebody else could use. I had new mattress, bedroom set, just giving it away. What I tried to keep was some antique stuff, which I do still have a little, but I gave a lot away to this housekeeper that works here in this building now. I gave her crystal I gave her 3 crystal cake plates. I never seen nothing like it. They came from like Indonesia, huh? Indonesia somewhere, beautiful, and because I couldn't get rid of them, and I don't do a lot of cake baking and stuff. So what am I gonna keep holding this for? And she was so grateful. Yes, I could use this. I could use this at Christmas time. Holidays coming up. Yeah, girl, help yourself. Can I give you something? No, you can't give me nothing. Take it. I like how she talks about others, but will not take her own advice about her son and grandchild. To have the nerve. She called her son it. I pushed it out. As a traveling nurse, or as a traveler. She worked. Karen said, "I worked at NYPH as a traveler. Was it a traveling nurse or just a traveler? Because I never heard of a traveler." Peace. She missed that money since she has been exposed. Yeah, I think she's buying views again. I think she bought a few views because I told her you making just as many views as me, and I'm pebbles on the YouTube street. I get on here because I enjoy the camaraderie. I like seeing people happy. I like the people that come in my chat, actually. I like them. They're very fun, funny. They're very smart, wise. They tell me a lot of stuff that I don't know. We learn shit together. We talk about certain things, and we have a common bond. And that's people who do people dirty, huh? People who do people dirty. She ain't the only one. There's a lot of people out here like that. Want to misuse people. That van looked like an arcade in the 80s. Child back. And a casket at the bottom. Look, Paulie said it looked like a casket when she get on the floor. You know, it's like squared off. She only got this much room. I saw on Facebook about 13 years ago, she was trying to have a GoFundMe to raise money to do things for children. Yep. Yep, Cautious Dove. Yep. And they said she kept all the money. And she been in a lot of little money scams. Like I put one on my community post about her and you seen the Cautious Dove, how she said she gonna manipulate somebody. She told the story. So, just that type of thing. It's crazy. I never lived my life like that. I know people who've lived their life off conning, scheming, scamming, begging, but not using the Lord. I knew some cons, but you putting God in your stuff. Baby, I'd be scared that I'm going to hell with gasoline draws on. I do that. God ain't got nothing to do with your foolishness, period. Nothing. I was saying that too, clutching my pearls. Yep. Use anybody any way she could. A hustler, a scammer, a schemer. Huh? And the older you get, the worse you get at shit. Okay? Shit, just getting out, finding your way around. Look, don't nothing stop age, so it's not going to get better for her. Huh? It's not going to get any better because she's getting older. And the older we get, the less we're able to do. Older, everybody has their turn. If God lets you live, like my mama said, keep on living. If you live, things are gonna change in your life. Your mental, your physical, your emotional, it's gonna change, huh? Can't use the same old trick from 50 years ago, 40 years ago. That shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. A traveler, okay, Karen, that's a blessing. Did you like that? Yes, all the professionals can work as travelers. Okay. I didn't know that. But I knew that nurses can travel, yeah. And they had a lot of it. And they lost a lot of people during the COVID, too. She's blaming YouTube for her lack of views. Yep, and it ain't working. Look, it's horizontal, diagonal, sideways, upside down, right side up. People just ain't messing with you, period. They're just not messing with it. We got 20 in the chat, 10 thumbs up, thumbs it up. I'm finna get off here anyway. I just wanted to do a midnight. I was rambling on. Just wanted to get my ramble on. I'm glad that I see some new people in the chat. Please subscribe. I do cooking. I cooked, like I said, tonight, a little bit online. I did my little cooking. That's my passion. My passion is also spending time with my grandkids, being a grandmother, still being able to be there for my daughter and my son, advice-wise. I don't have to take care of them. They take care of themselves. Just, being a better person, somebody who encourages somebody, huh? Ain't nothing constant but change. And if you're not changing, there's no growth there. There is no growth. There's no growth. And that's for me and anybody else. Because, the cycle of life will change. Shit, people can't walk like they used to. It's like we revert back to babies. When you get older, like she said, she over there pissing on herself, you might start wearing Pampers, huh? The glasses. I had 20/20 vision at one point. Now I don't wear glasses when I'm, just not reading, but these are reading glasses. I need them. It's like I'm retired if I don't have my reading glasses on. I cannot see. So that happens where your sight goes bad. Some people have arthritis in their joints, their legs, and things of that nature. They have to walk on a walker or have a cane. It's like we revert back, huh? And that's just the cycle of life. You're not always going to be healthy and spry, huh? Life will come upon you, huh? But I just thank God today I could get up if I want to. I don't get up fast. I get up, sit on the side of my bed. If I need to get up and do something, I get up, sit on the side of my bed for a minute. Think about it. Stop. Think about it. And do what I have to do. And God allows me to do that, huh? Not in no rush to do nothing. Not wearing Pampers yet, but it could happen, okay? Don't have to have a cane yet, but it could happen. Any little mistake, anything can happen. So, I would dare not curse anybody. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that at all. She is nuts. She scares me being around the elderly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, peace. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. Because I think she will take advantage of them and she will hurt them. She can hurt them. And I think that, but I just wonder sometimes. I was watching Miss Charlene and her talking. And Miss Charlene, I don't know if she's, Peaches always seems to think that Miss Charlene is a victim, but I think she's a volunteer, huh? Sometimes we have victims and sometimes we have volunteers because it's enough people around her. If she was being victimized, she could stop that. But I think she's a volunteer saying, pick me, pick me. She's a pick me, huh? That's just how I think. So it is what it is. But that does not make it right. For neck, that does not make it right. That don't make it right. Because you done found to pick me. Or I'm a volunteer, or your destructive behavior, huh? That girl would not show that room. And why would I be mad about something like that? She seems to think I'm jealous. No, I'm just putting light on a not dysfunctional, but abusive. It's an abusive relationship. It's abusive. It's abusive. Whether it be like I'm taking over your house, abusive. Whether it be intimidate you, abusive, huh? It's abusive. I'm not. What would I be jealous of? Ain't man. Look, I know I'm seen out if you see somebody in my house like that, and I do commentary. They steady while I'm trying to do a video. They steady in my video, or steady on my phone. Taking my phone away from me. Call the police. Shit, call the police because something wrong, huh? Shit, I'm telling you who I am. Ain't nan person finna come in my house and do none of that stuff, huh? Shit, baby, bye. Baby, bye. Did a whole tutorial about how to get money. Yep. Look, Cautious does so she said, I'ma work them. Look, I'ma work them. She put her hand, and then I work them. And then she cut the part out. She know how to cut it out. She cut the part out. But then if it don't work the lap, then I go and I cry. She cut that part out where she said she cries. I'll make myself cry, and then I, go back again, and they'll give it to me. Chill. Who thinks of stupid shit like that? You could use that brain power for so much more in your life, huh? If you could do all that, you could use that brain power to make a business, huh? Not just to work a job, to be a manager at a job, to do some bigger things in life. If you could put your focus on some shit like that, child, it's crazy, it's crazy, bananas. That bedroom looked like a dungeon. Now she's going to ruin the living room. Right, and she think people mad about it, Karen. Nobody's mad. I'm just saying it's not right. It's not right. If Miss Charlene, then this how she talking, Miss Charlene ain't saying nothing. If she didn't care about me being in her living room, she'll say something. Man, whatever. It just wouldn't happen here, huh? I'm just saying. It's not right. It's not okay. For anybody who thinks it is, huh? Because kids watching you. People might think they could do that shit to somebody else. That's not even a good model to put out, huh? Chill. I wouldn't even want myself taped like that, huh? I don't care what the person said I could do. I'm respect your domain if I even come there. And I come visit people like for a day. I go visit, then I'm coming back home. I love my home. I love wherever I live at. I like my own bed, my own surroundings, my own thingamajig, huh? I ain't finna go to nobody's house and think that because your house big and pretty, I'm gonna take over this. I'm gonna get this. I'm staying here. Yeah, that shit is crazy. It's bananas. It's crazy. It's crazy. And see, Justine wasn't going for it. She wanted to get in on Justine. That thing said, no, 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 no. She don't think she's aging. And look, cautious dove, we all age. The life is a cycle. I don't care what you think. Huh? Shit. Our bones get frailer. Fuck around and fall and break a hip or something. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you're in the hospital with hips. You can't even walk, huh? Shit. Maybe she looking for somebody to take care of her. But I know them people, oh shit, they can't really do nothing. She need a job. Full time. Full time. Look, and some overtime. Full time and some overtime. Much as she beg. It's the toilet under the stove for me. Look, Henry. I was saying on loud the other day, she done painted that toilet. She gonna piss all over that thing. The paint gonna be pissy. The toilet this big. Okay, the circle this big. Child. Here go, she told me, I know you want me to make you one. They cost $300. I'll make you one for $100. But I said, nope, nope, nope. You know, she not say no, nope, nope, nope. She gonna piss all on that paint, girl. You didn't put all that paint on there for what? You could have bought a regular toilet top to go on top of that thing this small. It's not gonna. I can see you pissing all over the toilet. I can see it now because I know how women piss. I know how I go when you sit down on the toilet, huh? In a regular toilet you buy, they have a thing up front where pee goes into, and they have a thing in the back where the boo boo go into. Her shit just one little small circle. Girl, you finna piss all over that thing. Chill back. I love traveling, but I'm glad I'm through now. Yeah, I know you got to see a lot of things, good, bad, and indifferent, Karen. You know what I'm saying? I know. And then right now, traveling, I'm glad you're not traveling now because it's such a risk, man. Every day I have some plane going down, huh? And then, TSA, they're going to get back to work, but it's going to be a while. They didn't wore the controllers out who tell the planes coming in and out. They done wore them out. They done got Uber jobs and things of that nature. It's just what we living in is perilous times. What we living in is time to look at yourself. What we living in is just time to get your insides right, get your mind right, huh? That's what we living in. But then if you don't know, if you don't care about shit like that, it's only about you. You would never know, huh? What we living in is time we need to love on people while they're here, huh? Our loved ones, the people who we know, our grandkids, our kids, our brothers, our siblings, our parents if we have them, huh? Love on them while they're here, huh? Do that. We living in those type of times. Get it right. Get it right. Girl, I don't want to be lost. God bless, peace. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna get up out. Cautious Dove said, right, Charlene is Captain Save. Right. Child, I don't know what you call it, child, but she be, I know with them. Charlene better say no to her. She did say no about the toilet. She like, because she want to charge her $100. Like she just showed that she gave Miss Charlene some cooler for the front of her car that she got from a promotion. She charged that lady for that. She charged for everything. How could you charge somebody that you live with for free? Girl, bruh. I bet she charged her for it. I bet she did. Did you see when she cut off Charlene? When she cut off Charlene after she said that Charlene was jealous of her van? Yep, I saw that. And she was about to say something. She cut her off, right? And said, shut up, fool. That's just disrespectful to me. It's not funny. It's like that bad sarcasm. Chill. I fractured my finger just before you did. I'm laid up with both arms fractured. What? Because I fractured mine in July. And it was this finger. It was thank God it was on my left hand. But look at God. I could bend it now. I don't do too much, but it's been hurting since it got cold outside. Because your bump, it ain't like it cleared up. They wanted me to go to physical therapy, but I just did my own physical therapy. Because this thing was broken. I had these two in a splint for a long, like a cast, sort of like. I pray for you, Karen. They're going in because we can easily bump ourselves. I fell up the stairs. I fell up the stairs and caught myself on the stair. I fell up some stairs, huh? I'm like, damn, and I broke a bone. Because our bones get fragile as we get older. I'm praying for you, Karen, that you heal and that you heal quick. Coach just said, wow. Hearing that, what hearing say? Yep, yep. I got that hearing. Yep, I heard that. Tell her, shut up, fool. Cut off. God bless you, Karen. And God bless you too, Peace. Thank you for your service that you have done for so many. You're traveling, whoever traveled as a nurse. I think that was Peace. Peace said that. Thank you for your service as far as helping people. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. Peace, yes, it's a line she claims that Charlene says. She's talking about blackmailing the lady about some tapes. Her sister is beautiful and gentle. Her sister has a good word. You can tell her sister studies the Bible. She tries to live by the word. Tacy will not believe that God can save you, huh? She don't believe that. She's still on her sister about some shit that happened 30 years ago, huh? she won't let it go. You know, sister and myself, sister try to kill her mama. Ask about that. Girl, nobody ain't studying that. Whatever it was, you probably tried to kill your mama, okay? It probably was you. Little evil tail. Peace, yes it is. Line that she claims that Charlene says. Thank you, Peace. Read that one. She would be out of my house the same. Look, Peace. Some people zero tolerance on the shit. Just, zero tolerance. And that would be me and you. Okay? And hearing. Nobody ain't going for that, man. Nobody wouldn't even go for the okie doke. She found her a good one, huh? She better milk that cow as long as she could. Because, baby, when it's over, it's over. And God sees all things. He knows your heart of hearts, huh? Yes, she is. She's beautiful and articulate. Yes, she is. And she studies the word. She makes it make sense. The only thing I don't agree with her sister is just the talking in the tongues. I don't understand that. I don't think that people just do it in the middle of a sentence. I'm an old person, and I've heard people really talk in tongues, huh? They was in the whole Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost. But her sister, be saying a word, then she halamashandaba. Just leave that part out. But her sister knows the word. She knows how to apply it to her life, huh? And that's how she want to preach. I don't know what denomination she is, but maybe that's how they do it at her church. But other than that, her sister got the word. And she, she's a beautiful human being, and she pushes herself. She expects more of herself. She said she got a beauty shop. She does hair. She doing her thing. And neck over there mad and jealous. Look at my ponytail sticking out. Neck over there mad and hateful. Just hateful. And time don't wait for nobody. It's like you drinking poison neck hoping somebody else dies, huh? And it just don't work that way, huh? It don't work. Right, hearing. Right. Scramble, jumble, and mess it all up, huh? And use it in the wrong context. Hearing, like you said. Hearing tickles me. Hearing say, well, I put something on the chat and she tried to say something about it, but she used it in the wrong context. Just don't. Uneducated hearing. Illiterate, huh? But you know everything. That's that narcissism in How could a person be narcissistic and you illiterate? But you can. It's like you think highly of yourself more than somebody else. You think you're smarter than. And I will not go back and forth with you because there's nothing to go back and forth with. What I say is just facts. It's what I see. What you try to roast and gag on me. Girl, bye. Get out of here. You don't even know my life, huh? You don't know the people who God has blessed to be in my life. And I'm happy that they were there. And that's on period. That's on period. It's like Charlene's breakthrough is coming. We pray, cautious dove. We pray. I got to get up out of here. It's almost 3 o'clock. I don't got shit to do in the morning, but I am getting sleepy. I appreciate you guys coming in. I thank you guys for being woke, quick, and alive. She is a bully. That's it. That's all. Peace. That's all. A whole bully. A bully. We'll call people stupid in a minute. The nerve, okay? The nerve. Always trying to roast and gag. Girl, bad. If you don't push that eye back up in your head and take that phone about your eye, child, and go see about your neck, you better. With that bad wig on. And the glass, look, the glasses like that. Here, heck, the glasses. I wish I had a wig, that little curly wig, that little cricket wig, and glasses. Girl, if you don't fix yourself up, get your stuff together, girl, you better. And shut your mouth up sometimes. Shut it up. But you know she gotta have the last word. Ha! I'm not mad with her. I just have to laugh to just keep from snapping on her ass. You know what I'm saying? But hearing me cracking me up. Cautious Dove too. Cautious Dove just straight tell her. Smooth. Cautious Dove channel. She's so smooth and talks so. She said, all eyes on you. Cautious Dove tell her, all eyes on you. I love it. I watch it over and over. So sometimes all eyes is on us, Shit, all eyes on us, People, you think people laugh and act with you? They're laughing. They're not even laughing, okay? They're not even laughing. On my chat, somebody left a message. I don't know this person, unless they're using another name, but they said that they went in her chat yesterday when she was the video that she erased when I was doing commentary. I said I'm not even finna mess with that, period, because she put the video back out, but she cut everything out that she said. It's a lot of derogatory things. She used a lot of derogatory words that I would never use. I would never use those type of words. I'm just not that person. But dang, I lost my train of thought that quick. But she took out the video, and then she comes back on later on, and she's trying to, just keep a argument going. Her and Adrian is the only people I know that want people to talk about them because they're so irrelevant. They're so boring, But Adrian is getting views. Even 6 teeth, 4 teeth, she getting views, She getting more than Tasty. Shit. So it is what it is. So you talk about somebody getting $100 a month, and that's not my income. But then you might just be getting $100 a month if you get that. So it is what it is. What go around, come back around. Things go in a full circle. What go around, come around. And just because you don't say shit about somebody no more, that don't mean it's not still coming around. What go around, come around. That's for me, you, and anybody else. That's for us all. What go around, come around. You be like, damn, that was 30 years ago, That was this. So you can't say nothing about nobody, how they gonna die, God gonna shut their mouth and none of that shit. Girl, bad, get up out of here. Go it on with your crazy. You got a depraved mind. You like a rabid dog, A rabid dog. Sloppy, dirty, messy. Just letting her know somebody's always right. All eyes on you. Somebody watching you. And it's not for fun and games. It's not for. I like what you said about the 11 things. You had made 11 points. I like those points. I listen to a lot of things because it helps me to not. I don't want to be nothing like. I don't want to follow. We're not alike, but it just helps me to know some signs and symptoms of a person. You know what I'm saying? But I already knew it though. Girl, If I went crazy and bought her something, it would be a new frame. What the duck is those frames from? I think Miss Charlene had bought her a pair of glasses though. She had them funny old thick ass glasses when she got to Miss Charlene them house. They bought her some sun sensors. I think she broke them messing around on that van or sat on them or something like that. But I think she back to them old glasses again. Tell bad. Hearing them slow school glasses. People say I'm back. You made your Rice Krispie treats. We finna get up out of here, Peep Squeak. I appreciate seeing you, Peep Squeak. Hope you caught some crab. If you ever get some crab, let me know. I might head on down there after this big move I'm making. I got something big coming up. Just wanna handle that, get that done, and be settled. And then I just think I'm gonna drive. I'm not gonna take the plane. I'm gonna drive wherever I go. My car is decent. You know, I got 50,000 miles on my damn car. I need to be blown out. Maybe I could come down, give me some crabs or some crawfish. I never eat crawfish though. Crawdads, crawfish. And then I don't like shrimp. Unless somebody fry them or cook them for me. I really don't like shrimp. She hates to be criticized. You know, and then Peace, who loves to be criticized? But listen, Peace, like if you came in here and says, you know, like Erizb, just give me a pull up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you feel about me, you know, I think I could accept that. I'll take a look at that. You know, as long as you're not insulting me or you know derogatory, long as you're not derogatory against me, I can accept it. I think I could accept it and grow. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a look at it, but you know, I'll take a look at that shit like damn. Cause look, check this out. If Kasha says a duck, Lisa says a duck, P says a duck, Heron says a duck. Shit, who else in the chat? Karen says a duck. If all these people said, like 10 people says a duck, and then one person said, nah, that's a squirrel. What you think it is? 10 people saw you as a duck. It's not that I'm leading nobody on saying nothing. Come on now, Heron. People got their own man. Look, I don't have that mind control and I ain't trying to. I don't do things like that. But if everybody says a duck, it's a fucking duck. 9 times out of 10, it's a duck. But she don't get that. She cannot take a look at herself. And it's not about criticism because criticism is kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of people own you, but then you want to get smart, talk shit, block people. Fuck y'all, you know. I don't want to hear that. You know, you this, you that. You a hater. You know, you're a hater. You jealous of me. You know. No. So you done missed the whole thing. You done missed the whole pull-up. You done missed the whole pull-up. Where's the teacher's pet tonight? Who is she? Come on, teacher's pet. I can be critical myself. I need to be open and grow. I know I could be, but you know, I try to basically what I do is I'll just show you or play what she said, what she done. I'm in the works of, I think I had that video where she hit the dog because she swears up and down she didn't. And it showed in her glasses. It showed the dog coming across. It showed the dog yelp. So but she's a liar. She cannot even face no truth. I respect the lady if she just said the truth. I think the closer she got Heron to saying the truth, she said, yeah, I did some things wrong in my past, but then she turned around and say, I didn't do nothing. My sister tried to kill my mama, you know, just flip it off her and back to something else, you know. So it's a painful and losing battle even. You know, if I don't say nothing, it's not because it's true. It's not because it's just because what do I need to go back and forth with somebody that we not even the same? But I will put some commentary out there because you bamboozling elder people. You doing, you out here trying to grab content. You watch everything I do, and if you didn't watch, you wouldn't have such a problem with me, huh? Because you cannot shut my mouth up. Only God could, and I think that sometimes God will lead me to say some things, huh? I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm not lying on nobody, huh? I don't have to lie on you. I ain't got a lot to kick it. I ain't got a lot to kick it. Mm-mm. And I could be critical too, and I know that, Karen. I could too. My granddaughter told me, say, look, she said, Granny, why you so suspicious? I said, what you talking about? Because I'm saying, we got to watch ourselves when we go outside, woo up the bam. She like, Granny, it seems like you be a little suspicious. Yes, I do. Because I done lived this life. I know what people would do. People run up on your ass, quick. Just watch your surroundings, huh? To be aware is to be alive, I try to teach her. She feels like I'm suspicious. I was like, so and so. I tell her certain things. She's like, Granny, seemed like you're a little suspicious to me. I don't know, hearing who the teacher pet is. I don't know. The teacher pet was in the chat, though. The pet was. It's true, but people were coming to her to teach, not mean. People were coming at her to teach, not me. Like Catherine, I gotta talk about Miss Catherine. Miss Catherine was a good subscriber of hers and is a great person. I talk to Miss Catherine here and there. She lives in California. Her kids had to stop her from sending Tasty money because she would send up money, all kind of gifts, everything for that trailer. 50% of the trailer, Miss Catherine sent her. Miss Catherine sent her. Um, she sent her a drone. She sent the arc, everything that the lady needed. She sent it. And then one night I was watching, and Miss Catherine was on there, and Tasty was talking about men and things like that. And Miss Catherine said this, uh, maybe you could get a boyfriend. She said, I know you didn't say that. I know this ain't the Catherine I know. I know you didn't say that. Then Miss Catherine was like, yeah, companionship. No, this ain't the Catherine I know. I'm going to have to block you. I'm going to have to block you. You talking crazy. You talking, like, is it that serious? If somebody tell me, Erizb, you might need a man, hell, shit, I probably do. Probably need a little companionship. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, huh? And I got a little bit if I need it, if I wanted it, huh? It's no reason to cut the neck off somebody. Cut somebody's neck off because they made a comment, huh? That's how she lost so many good people in our life, huh? So many good subscribers. People didn't mean her no harm. Shit, y'all bad. You just mean and hateful. No self-awareness at all, cautious. None. Right, Peep Squeak. She don't. She not. She don't and she not. Y'all got to guess and fun. Who is the teacher's pet? I don't know, because she had this one lady on her chat who be trying to swing for her, but I don't even know the lady's name. I don't even know her name. Her name was Queen somebody. Queen somebody. But then the teacher pet is Charlene to me. This the teacher pet. Charlene. Pauline showing it. Did I get it right, Henry? I don't watch any of them anymore. Loca up. Too strong, etc. Yep, me the Peep Squeak. I stopped too, but then I need to stop what I'm doing because I got so much other stuff on my plate, and I don't think God gonna bless it until I just, so that's why I try to back off, do some trivia. I've been doing trivia on different things, and I think that's the way I'm going, get back with my cooking, because you can't fight with a wall. How am I gonna fight with a brick wall? How am I even get through to a brick wall? How am I gonna get through a brick wall, huh? But, Peep Squeak, If it's something that I need to say, if it's something I want to comment on, I will. It might be far, few, and in between, but I will. Peep squeak, I will. But right now, I'm not fighting no brick wall. Shabba. Mess up my little hangs. Shabba. Erizb, she's offbeat. Don't let her make you something you're not. Amen. Amen. I love you, Lisa. Those type of people are not worth your time. Exactly. Exactly. And I think I done spent way too much time. Okay. And she just tries to nitpick me just to see. When you talk about my dead son, huh? When you talk about my ex-husband who's deceased and we were friends. Just try it. But you know what? The devil is a liar. He's a deceiver. And he's not right, huh? So sometime I might bite back, being a human being. But then it just doesn't bother me because I know they're at peace. We the ones have to live this war, living in this world, huh? Help me, Lisa. Help me, help me, help me. I remember that Catherine lady. Yeah, with a C. Yeah, she's a beautiful person. Sweet as pie. Sweet as pie. How you gonna mess up a friend like that? Just she said, maybe you need a man. Do you want a man, like some companionship, If that kill a relationship, you wasn't in there with them. You wasn't a friend, no way. You wasn't cool with them, no way. I ain't saying we have friends, but you wasn't cool with them, no way. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at Miss Charlene. I think she feels sorry for her. I believe she cries to them. Oh yeah. If all the people who watch her told her what they really see in her, she would really go, ooh, child. Hearing she wouldn't be able to handle it. If they sat her down and did an intervention, you know what I'm saying? We used to have to do interventions on clients. And then I remember the show interventions, huh? Where people were wrecking their own lives and then their family had to come around. But her family ain't coming around. She couldn't take it. She'll be ready to fight. She needs an intervention. And YouTube is, like I said about that lady who's, it just hurt my heart that she's doing a TikTok driving with her grandkids in the car and killed somebody, huh? Ain't no amount of money worth that to me. Ain't no amount of money worth that. It just ain't. It just ain't. It just ain't. It just ain't. I don't care what you say. The dog teaches pets. The dog teaches pets. What? People said, Heron, you hear that? She said a dog is a teacher's pet. What you say about that, Heron? People who said a dog is a teacher's pet. Yes, peace. Yes, peace. She does. Yes, peace. You give a person an inch. Sometimes people take a mile, but then some people, everybody's not the same, huh? Some people, you give them an inch. And I know relatives that's like that. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile, huh? But you're not taking miles over here because I'm gonna let the boundaries be clear. The boundaries will be clear, huh? They will be clear, dear. They will be clear. Okay, here at the teacher's pet, your teacher's pet, my teacher's pet. I'm getting him, Cameron. Because Peepsky said a dog is a teacher's pet, and I was thinking Miss Charlene or something. I don't got no teacher pet. I love Loca. Me too, Heron. Me too. And that's somebody who faded off, She's working hard. I believe she's doing, because she's a boss, huh? She's a boss. I love her. She's a boss. She's a boss. There's somebody who I always respect, acknowledge. I don't watch her content anymore because a lot of times we see drama. And then I don't even watch drama a lot. I watch a lot of cooking shows. I like a lot of people who go to different places and eat. Like this guy named Dylan and his brother. They go different places and eat. I like that. And I love to watch dog shows. I love dog shows. The different Caesar Milan. I like stuff like that. And I like movies. So that's what I like, really. A lot of drama, it drowns me out now. And Loca is not doing a lot like she used to. But I love Loca. I love her. When she got down, she got down. And she's 100%. 100. That's foul talking about her loved one. She needs to check herself. Shachaba, she do not care. She's long beyond gone. You've been steady on her back. She wants you to go away. Says hurtful things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? The word says to be absent from the body causes to be present with Christ. I think our fight is here on earth. We struggle here more on earth than we do when we deceased. They know nothing. You cannot, you're not, she's not the author of life and death. God is. When God says time is time, huh? I'll watch people on YouTube as well. That this one lady that's 103 years old, and she said, the main thing she dislikes is all her kids are gone, huh? She's 103. She's lost all her kids, and she's still here. So sometimes it could be painful that you lost the people who you've loved the most, but they're in God's hands, and then God still got a reason for you to be here as well, too, And we need to figure out that reason or try to work with God on that reason, because it's not to be hurting anybody else, putting anybody else down, not helping the elder, because I believe in helping elders, and I'm an elder, huh? If you can't help me, don't hurt me. Don't help try to bring me down, huh? So it's a purpose, and if you're not meeting that purpose, you will have to talk to God about that situation. Thank you, Lisa. I love you, Lisa. She likes to upset you because that's what narcissists do. Yeah, yeah. And Lisa, I'm to the point where it just don't faze me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the lies for me, and I don't feel like I have to keep the back and forth. It's just not that. Lisa, God has been blessing me so much with some good things that I'm finna do. I'll share it once it's done. But I'm finna purchase something different. I'm finna do something different in my life, huh? And I can't wait to show you guys. I just want God to finish his mission with me. So I'm very busy doing what I have to do. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I pray for my kids. I pray for my grandkids. The loved ones. I pray for you guys. It's people who I haven't seen, like Peep Squeak. Like where she at. Angel Peace. Just people that I haven't talked to that were a part of the chat that I liked. So I just pray for people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I hate the lady or nothing. It's just that she's on here. Her and Adrian be on here foolish as hell. Like, out of their mind. Who does such things, as an older female, huh? Like, when do you learn that? The teacher's pet is a sweet. It's a sweet. Y'all gotta guess. Is a sweet? That's you hearing. You the teacher pet. That's hearing. You the teacher pet, boo, because you are sweet. Teacher pet is a sweet. Y'all gotta guess. Come on now, one more time. Let's get this guess for hearing before I get up off here. She said a teacher's pet is a sweet. Pomegranates? Look, it's a sweet. What, cookies? Look, Tasty says she don't eat a lot of sweets. She don't eat sweets. What is it? A sweet? Some cookies? Some chocolate? What? She said she don't eat none of that. I don't know what the teacher pet is. That's a stumper right there. You got to hit me behind the scenes and tell me. Maybe I can put that on the chat hearing. For the next trivia. Shit. I thought she meant neck. I was saying Charlene. Dog is next teacher pet. Right. And I was saying Charlene. But she says it's sweet. Hearing, could you go ahead and give us the answer, please, and thank you? You sound like an actor. What you mean? I'm myself. Shit. I might sound like I'm not an actor, baby. I'm a real life human being. I bleed. I talk just who I am. And it may not be correct English all the time. I'm not an actor. I like cooking shows too. I watch. Yep, I love them. And I like the dog channels. I love them. Come on, Hearing. Come on, Hearing with Peeps, you said apple. Look, Karen thinking about them damn Rice Krispie treats Peeps Squeak them ate. I am too, Karen. Shit, them Rice Krispie treats sound good. Shit, okay, right about now. But I do have a Snicker. I probably eat a little bit of that. I don't claim elderly. When those fools call me with the emergency notification thingy, I block me either. And then my friend gonna get her phone number changed here and tell me something. You know, these telemarketers keep calling me every day. Girl, you been had that number for 20 years. Girl, you better block them people. Tell me, I did, but they keep calling from other numbers. You know, just keep blocking them. I ain't finna change my 20-year number for their ass. I'm not. So, Henry, could you tell us the answer before I get off the chat? I don't claim elderly when those fools call me with the emergency notification thingy. I block them. But, Henry, could you tell us who the teacher pet is before we go? Please and thank you. Or you want to say it in the next live? You want to hit me behind the scenes and tell me? Because I'm all out of answers. Pull out that Halloween candy, right? Tasty ate up all them people Halloween candy, too. Shit. I ain't got no Halloween candy. I bought me some today. I bought me some now laters and all that good stuff. Whatever I like, I bought it. So Heron ain't giving up. Heron ain't giving nothing up. Okay, Heron ain't giving it up because I don't get that. Because I don't go with the elderly either. Don't call me with the hey, is this so and so? What do you want? What are you calling for? Hmm. Huh. Aw. Oh, Heron. I ain't gonna steal, but I know. Cautious the beat it to the point. Mm-hmm. That is a teacher pet. Mm-hmm. I like her. Good, smart woman. Mm. You know, as a content creator, as a subscriber, teacher pet though. Got that right. I ain't even mad with it. I ain't mad with it. Yeah, I got them now ladies on there. They the soft can. These old teeth of mine can't take nothing hard, girl. Bye. I love you guys. I thank you all for coming in. It's 3:15. It's 3:20 in the morning. I'm finna give me some rest, but I thank you all. I'm really especially glad Heron came in. Cautious Dove was woke. She went. Cautious Dove was in the chat earlier. Mm-mm-mm. Karen, thank you. Peace. Thank you for coming in. Lisa went in the chat earlier. Lisa, thank you. Peep Squeak. Why? Call for. I know y'all ass be having some different ass names here. Cautious Doug got it. I just got to remember who you are. You need to hit me behind the scenes too. Like, Erizb, this is what my name was because you've been a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? It just baffles me. Like, damn, who is it? Who is it? I'm getting old shit. But I love your voice. Thank you for coming in. We ran a troll in the chat. A troll in the chat. The troll must erase their comments because they ain't getting no rhythm. I thank you all for coming in. I thank you for making my night blessed. I'm praying for you all. We'll say a prayer when I get offline. Thank you guys. And this is me and my regular old self, huh? So I love you guys. Thank you for coming in. Peace and blessings. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. Yes, peace. Yes, peace. Get some sleep. Good night, you all. Love you all. Thank you for being woke. Thank you for coming into the live. God willing, I'll see you on the next video or live. Peace. Love you all. Thanks.